commented on one of my videos where I was talking about City of Girls yet again. She's a big bitch. Christ on a cracker. Like, girl, come on, no we're not. Well, hello, welcome back to my channel. Joshana here to talk about some friggin' books that I need to read. At the beginning of the year, I had my pile of possibilities, kind of year-long possible TBR, just books that I wanted to keep at the forefront of my mind and not just forget about and come December be like, oh shit, that's right, I wanted to fucking read that. So I still have some left. I've been doing pretty good with it. I don't know how good I'll do with all of these, because I think I was a little bit ambitious, we'll say, with being like, I'll finish this trilogy, I'll start and finish this trilogy, I'll start and finish this other series. Like, girl, come on, no we're not. And I'll actually start with this one that I might unhaul. So I don't know, Mind of My Mind by Octavia E. Butler. I have read Wild Seed. I own this one. I own Clay's Arc. I probably am gonna give this one a shot at least. This is the second one in the Patternist series. I liked the first one well enough. I don't remember what I rated it. But I'm reading Fledgling right now, also by Octavia E. Butler, and I think I don't know that I like her writing style all that much. In Mind of My, or in Wild Seed, and then also the other trilogy, the way more sci-fi one, the Dawn, Imago, Adulthood Rights and shit. I think I was distracted by the like more complicated world building in those ones. And now I'm reading Fledgling, which is set in our world, and it's like vampires, so way more familiar. And I'm like, I don't think I like this writing style. But I didn't notice this in the other books. But I don't know if it's maybe just a little bit different. So I probably will at least pick this one up and try it. But I might quickly DNF it and decide I don't actually want to continue the series. I think that Octavia E. Butler is genius, I'm sure, and love the concepts and things, but yeah, I don't know. It's just like so straightforward and kind of dry, you know? So I'm just not sure it's totally for me. This one, I am excited to get to. It's just so big, so I keep being like, I'll just push this off a little bit. But I want to try to start it probably next month. The Rebel by J.R. Trass. I'm so sorry, J.R., for if I messed up your name. But yeah, it's the second book in the Elfraver trilogy. The first one is The Rave. I quite enjoyed it. So yeah, I want to get to this one. And it was like the other one was pretty chunky too, but it was like a pretty quick, easy read. I got like pretty invested in the story and like what's gonna happen. So I'm sure I'm probably just freaking myself out with just the size of it, you know? And then another chunker that I keep pushing back that I talked with Robin and I like at the end of last year had said like, oh, maybe we'll buddy read this together. I keep pushing it back. We have not talked about it. I don't know if she pushed it back or if she just picked it up. But yeah, Upon a Burning Throne by Ashire King, The Burnt Empire Saga, Book 1. She's a big bitch. And I've heard such good things about this first book. But then I've heard not so great things about the rest of the series. I feel like that is also, you know, in my head where I'm like, I don't know, I'll get to it at some point. I need to just pick it up, though. Check it out. This is one of the series that I was like, I'll start and finish it. I haven't even started it yet. Bone Shard War, what's the series? The Drowning Empire? Yeah, Bone Shard War, though, Andrea Stewart. I own this first one. I have it on my list to also read the second and third. We'll see. I don't know, man. These are all fantasy, by the way, in case you weren't aware. So far, anyways. Another one that I put to read, well, no, I just did the first two books, right? Yeah. Rhapsody by Elizabeth Hayden. Elizabeth Hayden. And the second one, Prophecy. These are older, kind of classic fantasy. And I've had them chilling, and I need to check them out. It's a trilogy, and I have all three. Two that I have on my list that I don't have, and honestly, one of them I don't care as much about anymore. I may have just genuinely lost interest in even continuing, or it might just be one that I just worry about another time because I'm not that fussed about it, and that is Ashire King by Chelsea Abdullah. The Stardust Thief was the first book. I unhauled it. I had a copy of it, but I just didn't like it enough where I was like, And then I figured if I pick up the second one and I end up loving it, and maybe the third one is great, I'll get copies of the completed series later when it's completed. But I'm just not that fussed about it, so I don't actually care if I read that book by the end of the year. And then Dragon Rider by somebody. It'll be on the screen. I cannot remember. This is an anticipated release this year. Anticipated releases have not been going super well for me, so I'm a little, wishy-washy on this one too. It's whatever. And then one that I will finish because I started it already and I'm loving it, The Diviners by Libba Bray, like 125 pages in right there. And I'm mad at myself that I took so fucking long to pick this up. And I honestly at one point was thinking, do I even care? I'm probably never going to read this series. Until Andrew, over at Andrew Annotates, commented on one of my videos where I was talking about City of Girls yet again. And the way I was describing like the things I like about it and the characters and things and the setting and whatnot, Andrew was like, Joshana, I'm telling you, read The Diviners. If these are the things you like from City of Girls, it sounds like you will like The Diviners. And I was like, oh shit, I've never had anyone like make that connection for me before. I am intrigued anew. So I just picked it up. That was a little while ago that he said that. But that's what made me decide to like kind of pick it up sooner rather than later. And yeah, I'm mad that I waited so long. At least so far. I'm only, 125 pages in. But man, I am really having a good time. Oh, one that I have the ebook copy of, but I'm waiting for the physical copy. I just don't know when it's going to come. It's kind of been pushed back a fair amount. That's Esarhaddon by Michael J. Sullivan. Those are like Kickstarter campaigns that I've backed it. I get the special like faux leather-bound editions, and then I get the regular. They're over here too. The regular hardcovers. But yeah, they're just publishing issues and things. I believe it's gotten pushed back. So that one I would have read already if I had the physical copy. It's the third book in the trilogy. It's the final one. And as far as we know, it's the final book in this world. I don't know if he's planning future series. I would love that. But yeah, I'm very, very excited for it. So I want it to be like the best reading experience for me. And sometimes ebooks aren't that. And then a nonfiction, actually, that I just keep pushing back because I just know it's going to be a lot. And that is In the Dreamhouse by Carmen Maria Machado. It's a memoir, and it's written, though, in a way, it's like weird, quote unquote, unique. Each like chapter, each memory is a different like storytelling tactic or like genre or whatever. What am I trying to say? You know what I'm like, storytelling. Good God, words are killing me. Yeah, like this. Dreamhouse as overture. Dreamhouse as prologue. Dreamhouse as not a metaphor. There you go. But it's her experience in, I think it was her first serious relationship, and her partner was abusive, and it's just kind of going through that journey of an emotionally, mentally, I think physically as well, from what I've heard. Yeah, narrative trope. Jesus Christ, that's the word I was thinking of. Trope. Christ on a cracker. Anyway, I just know that there's probably going to be parts of this that are very hard to get through for me, but at the same time, I feel like it'll be just like A Dowry of Blood was, or Bad Romance, where parts of it, Bad Romance in particular, that were like hard to read, where I had to kind of put the book down, but at the same time, I couldn't put the book down because it was simultaneously so cathartic, being like, I'm seen. I am seen. So I need to do that, though, sooner rather than later. And then a fun one, Death Beside the Seaside by T.E. Kinsey. I read another Lady Hardcastle earlier this year, and I want to read another one. Reaper Man. I also have Soul Music on my list, but I don't own Soul Music yet, and I think that is the third one in the Death collection, right? I'm pretty sure this is the second one. Soul Music is the third, and then Hogfather is the fourth, and I have Hogfather. So right now I'm actually just saying Reaper Man because until I have soul music. Then Bear and the Nightingale. This is another series that I put down all 3 books in the trilogy thinking I will read all 3 of them. Don't know if that'll happen, but I have the first one from the library. I'll probably read it next month. And then I'd have to get Girl in the Tower, either purchase it if I really like this one enough, or get it from the library. And then I own Winter of the Witch, the 3rd one. I don't know why I own the 3rd one and not the other ones. That's neither here nor there. And then these ones will be rereads, but I do want to reread them in December. My 2 holiday rereads this year are going to be The Holiday Trap, which I read for the first time last year, and I really liked it. It was just all the holiday rom-com vibes I wanted, queer, and it's kind of like a reimagining of The Holiday, which is one of my favorite holiday rom-com movies. And then this one, Dash and Lily's Book of Dares by Rachel Cohn and David Levithan. I read this several years ago. Oh, I've read it twice. Look at me. I read it in 2017, and then I read it in 2019, and I haven't read it since 2019. But I want to because I really liked it. So it's time for a reread. Those will be my cozy, happy little holiday books this year. Maybe some others if I can find some new ones. And that is pretty much it as far as my pile of possibilities that I still need to get to. Not terrible, but like I said, still pretty damn ambitious for me, and I don't know that it'll happen, but we're gonna make an attempt, at least. There have been several that I like DNF'd from my pile of possibilities thing. So currently, the actual like list I made in my story graph, the actual challenge I made, has 34, has 34 prompts, so 34 books, and I have read 23 of them. So 68% complete. Pretty dang good, I would say, because I have Warrior of the Wind on there too. I had a whole, it was weird, whatever. Do you also have a lot of books that you want to get to by the end of the year? I mean, this might not be a lot of books to you. To a lot of people, it probably isn't. But these are just some of them. And I don't even know if I'll get to all of them. Because I read, on average, how many books? Like, January I read 11, February I read 6, March 6, April 5, May 10, June 4, July 5, August 8, September 3, and so far in October 3. I only finished 3 books in September. How the fuck? Oh yeah, I read Ninth Reign. Oh god, Dance of Dragons. That's fucking why. And then, yeah, okay. That makes more sense. Anyway, yeah, let me know if you have a bunch more that you want to get to. And if you've read any of these ones, let me know what your thoughts are. As always, thank you so much for your time. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.